All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders. Much love to each one of your brothers that's in the highways and byways, pushing the truth and sincerity. The name of this video is The Danger of Modernized Wheat. The danger of modernized wheat. The wheat that we eat today is fucked up because of the white man, which is Esau. And we are some articles that we want to read to y'all brothers. Brothers, be patient. Sister, be patient and listen through the beginning of the video to the end of the video. Alright, ain't gonna be no action, ain't gonna be no cutting, but this video is gonna be real informative. Okay, so listen and take heed to what we saying through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, the danger of gluten. I'm Bakar, by the way.
This is Bara.
Okay.
And it.
Beautiful. And this is GMS Trinidad Camp. Go ahead.
Alright, this is the dangers of gluten. Do you ever experience gas, bloating, loose or oily stools, or constipation? Do you ever experience abdominal pain, nausea, abdominal distension, or flatulence?
Yeah, flatulence. Flatulence is like producing gas. The stomach or intestine as certain food, like certain food that you eat, and you start producing gas. Okay, go ahead, Art.
Do you ever experience joint or muscle pain that does not appear to be caused by activity or exercise?
Yeah, all of a sudden you just getting out of bed, you got a back pain, you got a problem with your knees, you got a problem with your ankles. It's due to that wheat. Go ahead, bro.
Do you ever experience an enlarged or inflamed tongue, gastric or duodenal ulcers?
Yeah, duodenal is the small intestine. Duodenal is the small intestine. Go ahead.
Or the esophageal reflux?
Come on.
Women, have you ever experienced difficulty getting pregnant or miscarriages?
That's right. So a lot of women in the Yasharala have problem getting pregnant, or some women have miscarriage. Because it's the food that you're eating, which is that wheat. It goes back to that wheat. Okay? Y'all brothers get a chance and sisters get a chance to watch a video on YouTube called Wheat Belly. And this is Cracker. He breaking it down beautifully. So when y'all get a chance, look at that video. It's called Wheat Belly. Go ahead, Doc.
Do you ever experience fatigue, mood changes, depression, or anxiety? Have you ever been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease such as...
Yeah, autoimmune, autoimmune means damaging the normal components of the body. It's damaging the normal components of your body. Okay? It could be from toe to your head. Okay? Go ahead.
With an autoimmune disease such as thyroid malfunctions, diabetes, mellitus, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, childhood asthma, or polymyalgia rheumatoid.
Yeah. So that's talking about a chronic inflammatory disease, muscles pain, stiffness, and blindness. Alright? Come on.
If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be suffering from gluten sensitivity.
Come on.
What is gluten? Gluten is a protein that is found in grains. Grains such as wheat, rye, barley, spelt, tetracale.
Tetracale is a hybrid. Is a hybrid produced by cross-breeding wheat. All right, so that word is synonymous with hybrid. Okay, so try to produce that. Say that word again, huh?
Triticale.
Come on, beautiful.
Kamut and possible oats.
That's right. So the oatmeal that you're eating, like what's that? Quaker oats. Oh, that's bullshit oats. Okay, that's that wheat, man. That's that hybrid wheat that you eating. Okay, so you want some good oats, you gotta get it's called still cut oats. Alright, you get that at a health food store. The oats that you get in Walmart, that's fucking you up. Go ahead, Art.
It is a protein that is hard to digest and therefore can irritate not only your digestive tract but also your organs.
Come on.
You can experience symptoms that have been listed above, but not always. You can have gluten sensitivity yet be asymptomatic. Right? Research shows that as many as 90 million Americans may be negatively affected by gluten, and as many as 10 million may have an illness due to the root cause of gluten sensitivity.
Because like you could be in the gym, working out, you could be jogging, but if you continue eating that wheat, you're going to have all types of elements in your body. Disease, right? This is without, ease is ease. So without ease. Okay? Disease is without ease. You catch all type of inflammatory in your body. You know, women can't get pregnant. You get what's that, polycystic disease?
Cyst.
What's that? What you call it? It's called. Bear with me. It's called yeah, it's called polycystic ovary syndrome. Because women got that bad, and we're gonna get in a little deep. We're gonna get in more details as we keep going in the video. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
How gluten causes disease. When one digestive system is healthy, undigested or partially digested proteins will be eliminated as fecal matter. However, if one digestive system becomes weakened due to poor food choices, food intolerances, alcohol consumption, eating processed foods and sugars as well.
Yeah, so eating processed food. So your brothers and sisters got to lay off on that processed food, man. Like rice-a-roni. What else? Shit.
Pasta salads.
Yeah, pastas. The macaronis. You know what I'm saying? You got to lay off that bullshit, man. Come on, y'all brothers that's in the truth. Y'all should know this, man. You know, if y'all don't, that's why, through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yeshua, he allowed me to make this video. Yo, stay away from the processed food. Stay away from those chips. Stay away from those sodas. Alright, stay away from them fucked up bread at Walmart. All them breads that you see in Walmart, they all fucked up, man. They all messed up. You know, I wasn't trying to curse, but hey, you know, that's just my passion. It's just my passion of this truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just passionate about what I do. You know, I'm just so upset at Esau, how he messed up and contaminated our food, man. You know, you can't even eat corn today. The corn is GMO. It's modified, man. You know, so now we got to be cautious of what we put in our mouth. Okay? Go ahead, all right.
Eating processed foods and sugars.
And not to cut you off, and we got to start reading these labels, man. Start reading these labels. Lay off that heavy sugar. Lay off that wheat. Okay? Lay off that processed food, man.
High fructose corn syrup.
High fructose. Yeah, go ahead. Because I know your brothers be doing sit-ups. I be running, but you can't lose that fucking gut because it's that wheat. Because in your mindset, you think wheat is better than white. But guess what? The wheat is all fucked up too. Yeah, go ahead.
Eating processed foods and sugars, as well as from the normal day-to-day stresses of life, the ability of the body to digest gluten proteins can become difficult.
Yeah, so when you look at the word gluten, and what's that, etymology online, gluten just means glue. It means glue.
Yes, Latin for glue.
You gotta speak a little louder.
It's Latin for glue.
That's right. So it's a Latin word for glue. Go ahead.
As a result, any of the symptoms listed above will be seen because of the undigested proteins floating through the bloodstream, thus causing the autoimmune reaction. In addition, the protective mucous lining of the intestinal tract gets attacked as well. Like the skin on your body, the protective mucous lining is a first line of defense in protecting the body from illness and disease.
Come on.
When this lining breaks down, it leads to a leaky gut syndrome, right? Therefore, making one's immune system vulnerable and weak.
That's right. So your intestines have a lining, which is the mucus lining. So what that wheat does, it attacks your mucus lining, and that's why you are prone to diseases. Okay, you get colds, you get your belly start getting swollen. You know, you start getting constipated. Okay, you start getting what else? You start sneezing a lot. Okay, you know that's why you see a lot of brothers that drink a lot of beer. That's why they got that big gut, because all that fecal matter is in the intestine. Okay, because that mucus lining is destroyed. So now, how do you repair that mucus lining? By eating what? Yahweh's food. Okay. Back in the days, we know a lot of scriptures back in how brothers and sisters, Hebrew Israelites, used to eat wheat. But the wheat today, they don't. It's not fermented.
It's not pure.
It's not pure. You got to ferment wheat, so your system, it'd be easy to digest. But the wheat today is not easy to digest. It's hybridized. Okay? So now if you look at the wheat today, it's about what, 2 feet tall. So now when you look at the wheat in the ancient world, it's about what, 8 feet tall. Okay? But we're going to get more into that a little later on. Go ahead, bro.
How to find out if you're gluten intolerant. To find out if you have an intolerance to gluten, you can undergo a small intestinal biopsy, stool sample testing or blood testing. If you would like a less invasive test or a cheaper test for that matter, you can take a gluten challenge. The gluten challenge is to eliminate gluten from your diet for 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, so try it, Mark. Try it. Try it, Yasharala. Eliminate gluten from your diet to about 2 or 4 weeks. In my first week, I lost, y'all might not believe it, I lost 10 pounds in my first week by getting off the gluten. I lost 10 pounds, man. Okay, so try it. Experiment with it. To see how you feel. Your energy start increasing. Your pineal gland start clarifying. It start being more clear. Okay? So try it, man. It don't hurt to try it. Try it. Let all that fucking bread go. Let the donuts, let the muffins, let the macaroni go. The wheat macaroni, let all that bullshit go, man. And see how you feel between 2 or 4 weeks. Go ahead.
I'll repeat. Then the challenge is to eliminate the gluten from your diet for 2 to 4 weeks. Then on the last day of your challenge, eat nothing but gluten.
That's right. Go ahead.
For example, breakfast could consist of muffins, cereals, or toast. Snacks will be cookies or crackers. Lunch and dinner may be pasta, and see how you feel immediately after and or the next day. Do you suffer from abdominal discomfort, cramping, bloating, and gas? Achy muscles, joints, fatigue, irritability, or difficulty concentrating? If so, you are gluten sensitive and should eliminate gluten as soon as possible from your diet.
That's right. So you should eliminate it, man, because that gluten is really fucking us up, man. That's called genocide. Esau know our diet is what? It's wheat, corn, barley, millet. That's what we used to eat in the ancient world. And once in a while, we eat meat on the feast days. So how can we destroy the nation of Israel? By what? By fucking up their food, man. That's genocide, man. Then the scripture said we're gonna eat what's that? We're gonna defile bread among the heathens, and we shall live.
Okay.
We eating defiled bread among the heathens, man. Esau really fucking up our food, man. So what we gotta do is take the best out of the worst. We gotta take the best out of the worst, man. Try getting off that fucking bread for 2 to 4 weeks and see how you feel. Now, does the Bible say we should eat grains? Okay. Before I get into that, we're gonna give you some codes of what your brothers and sisters should look for. Go ahead.
All right. This is some acronyms that might spell hidden gluten. Right. The first acronym is FU, or dried wheat gluten. It's pronounced FU. Right. The second acronym is HPP.
Stop right here.
Hydrolyzed plant protein. The third acronym is HVP. Hydrolyzed vegetable protein. The fourth acronym is MSG. Monosodium glutamate. There's TPP. Textured plant protein. And TVP. Textured vegetable protein.
Okay, go ahead. Stop right there. Go ahead. Keep going.
Begin to read labels. For example, many condiments such as soy sauce, ketchup, barbecue sauce, just to name a few, may contain wheat-based ingredients. Instead, I encourage you to begin to either make your own sauces at home or cook with herbs and spices.
Yeah, beautiful, man. So now, as I was saying earlier, does the Bible say we should eat grains? Well, I often, basically always encourage clients to dish the grains for the sake of their health. And many do see tremendous health improvement by doing so. Because we stress a lot of health when we in the highways and byways. It's a lot of obesity people come up to us, man. All right, obese. Obese means to what?
From the French, the old French obadiah. which means to eat away.
Yeah, that means to eat away. It's come from a French word, man. Obadiah means to eat away. And Jakes, they be eating their life away, man. They got a saying that we supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. Okay? It said if grains are unhealthy, why are they consuming the Bible, and why did Yahushua use so many references to bread? Or grains are the staff of life, and Yahushua even called himself the bread of life. So eating them can't be bad. It is certainly a valid point to consider, as in Hebrew, it was one I researched while going grain-free. Fortunately, for those of us striving to eat as healthy as possible to live good, Hebrew Israelites lives, the answer are conflicted. To fully understand the facts involved through it is important to note several things. Alright?
Alright. The grains of the biblical times are much different than the grains of today. There certainly are many references to grains in the Bible, and with good reason. The Bible was compiled during the predominantly agricultural time, and this would have been a reference that was easily understood by the people during that time period. Though the Bible references grains, the grains consumed a couple thousand years ago bear little to no resemblance to the grains we consume or do not consume today.
Yeah, so what he's saying? So he is saying is that the wheat today don't look like the wheat that was in the ancient world. Okay? It doesn't look the same. You could look it up on YouTube, you could Google it. The wheat that we eat today is totally fucked up. That's what's fucking you up. That's what's causing you asthma. That's what causing memory loss. That's what's causing arthritis. That's what's causing you to be overweight. Okay? That's what's causing those joints, those pains in your joints. That's what's causing you not to be pregnant. Okay? Come on.
In Yahushua's time, there were only 3 major types of wheat in existence. Einkorn, or Einkorn, Emma.
Yeah, Einkorn, that's E-I-N-K-O-R-N. Come on.
Emma, and later Triticum acetivicum.
Astivium.
Sorry.
Come on.
So like here.
So your brothers can look that up. Triticum astivium, which means what? A common wheat. Go ahead.
Along with simple non-hybrid varieties of other grains like barley, millet, and rye. These grains had and still have a higher protein content and lower anti-nutrient content than the grains of today.
Yeah, so if you have to have bread, go to the health food store and look for millet. It gotta say gluten free though. It gotta say gluten free, because that gluten is really fucking you up. Okay, go ahead, read on that.
This is a stark contrast to the 25,000 plus species that exist today, most of which were created in the lab to be disease resistant or to produce high yields. In order to achieve these traits, like disease and pest resistance, scientists had to enhance the part of the grain that naturally resists disease and predators.
Yeah, so that's the scientist is Esau. Esau is the so-called white man. He the one that fucked up our food, man. This devil fucked up our food, man. And y'all brothers gotta hasten the days, man. We're supposed to be crying on to Yahweh Bashim Yeshua, come deliver us out of from our enemies, man. To destroy our enemies, man. This damn devil fucked up everything, man. Come on.
Right. Mainly the glutens, lectins, phytates.
Yeah, lectin is found in plant and animals that bind specific sugar molecules as or cancer or red blood cells. Come on.
And phytates.
Yeah, phytates mean growth. Go ahead.
And most harmful parts of the grains to humans.
Come on.
In addition, these hybridize.
Yeah, hybridize. Now let's go in the scripture And let's break down hybridize, man. And hybridize means to produce or cause to produce hybrids or crossbreeds. And the Most High is against crossbreeding on food or animals or clothing. Now, when you look at your clothes, it's like 80% cotton and 20% on polyester. You got that real quick? Leviticus, I believe it's 19 or 20.
Leviticus 19:19.
Come on.
Leviticus 19:19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with the diverse kind.
Come on.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seeds.
Yeah, thou shalt not sow that field with mingled seeds. That's why the wheat today is like 2 feet tall. In the ancient world, it's between 8 and 10 feet tall, man. Go ahead.
Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and wool, woolen, come upon thee.
All right, beautiful. So I made my point on that. Go ahead, so that was Leviticus 19 what?
19.
Leviticus 19:19. Look that up. Go ahead.
These hybridized strains are often allergen producing and usually sprayed with pesticides and chemicals. It is interesting to note that some people who are allergic to modern strains of wheat show little to no reaction to properly prepared egg corn wheat in small amounts. So the grains of Yahushai's time were genetically similar to the grains of today and had a lower concentration of harmful components. In addition, they were prepared much differently.
Yeah, so in the ancient world, they was prepared much different. And they didn't have all that pesticides and poison as they got today. So when Yahushua was around, they didn't have all that, man. They fermented they wheat. You know, they put it in barrels, they soaked it for a period of time before they produce it to what? To flour. Okay? But now what they do, they cut the fucking on wheat and they just go ahead and process it. So when you do that, that's real harmful to the stomach. That's why you're supposed to stay away from that fucked up wheat that we eat today. That's why a lot of y'all Negroes got wheat bellies. Y'all doing sit-ups, y'all doing this. But guess what? That stomach always come back because you're consuming too much wheat. Go ahead.
The grains of biblical times were prepared differently than the grains of today.
Read that again one more time, huh?
The grains of biblical times were prepared differently than the grains of today.
Come on.
Besides the difference in basic genetic structure of the grains in biblical times were processed much differently, and consuming them in modern form wouldn't have been an option. Since grains do contain anti-nutrients like gluten.
Yeah, like gluten. So we looked at the word gluten. That means what? Pretty much glue. So gluten gives that dough that tough and elastic quality, man. So now, if you give that tough and elastic quality, imagine that shit going through your fucking system, man. Your stomach starts swelling up. When they did when they did an autopsy on John Wayne, they found 40 pounds of shit in his stomach, man. So now, when you eat that elastic and when you eat all that gluten, now when you eat food, guess what? That food is going to be trapped because of that glue is clogging up your colon. So now it's hard for that food to go through because you eating all that fucking gluten that's clogging up your colon. So now you start getting migraines, start getting headaches, you start getting all types of disease. You know? And first of all, when you're in the bathroom, you ain't supposed to be in the bathroom for 30 fucking minutes. You're supposed to be in and out. That fucking boo-boo supposed to drop like it's hot. You're supposed to be there less than a minute. Go ahead, Doc.
Like gluten, lectin, and phytates, these components have to be neutralized somehow. Traditional cultures throughout the world have found ways to lower the effect of these harmful properties.
Come on.
In biblical times, grains were often prepared by soaking.
And didn't I say that earlier?
Can't.
Let's say, read that one more time, huh?
In biblical times, grains were often prepared by soaking.
Go ahead.
Fermenting or sprouting.
Now, let's say fermented or sprout. That's what they used to do in the ancient world. They used to ferment the wheat. So now, when you look at the word fermenting, it means to break down of complex molecules and organic compounds so it be easy to digest. So the word fermented means to break down of complex molecules in organic compounds so it'd be easy to digest. Today, they don't do that. They don't ferment the wheat. Make it quick, son.
Yeah, and you can tell the intestines is big because if you you're supposed to pull it out, it'll be long as a bus.
That's right. So your intestines is real long. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to eat a lot of fibrous food, so your intestines would flow freely. But if you're in the bathroom 10 minutes or 20 minutes, yeah, you got a problem with your diet. You got a problem with your diet, man. So yeah, fermenting or sprouting. So sprouting means what? To begin to grow. Go ahead, Doc.
Before being consumed. Often this wasn't intentional, but as a result of methods of storage which left the grains exposed to warm and moist conditions that encourage sprouting and fermentation.
That's right. Come on.
When a grain sprouts, the chemical structure changes and the anti-nutrient content is greatly reduced. Fermentation mitigates this further.
Yeah, so I want to stress the word mitigates. That's M-I-T-I-G-A-T-E-S. Mitigates. That's what to make mild, soft, tender, less severe, less rigorous, less painful. That's part of fermentation. You know, you're supposed to soften that up, man, so it can go through your system quickly. The wheat today, it does not do that, man. Okay? That shit is harsh on your stomach. It's rigorous on your stomach, man. That's why a lot of your cats got big fucking stomach. You're so fucking swole. And I was guilty of it until I started doing research, man. Shit, my family was getting sick of that shit, man. You know, my son was sneezing out of fucking blue. My wife was sneezing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Swollen, stomach all swollen and puffy. I start getting my head started getting fat, like I had a fucking a pack of French in the back of my neck. Come on, Op.
Grains are harmful to humans when consumed straight off the plant in an uncooked or unprepared state. In addition,
read that again, Op? Grains
are harmful to humans when consumed straight off the plant in an uncooked or unprepared state.
So now, Esau don't cook it. He does not prepare it. It's uncooked. It's unprepared, man. He just cut the fucking wheat and process it and put the breads on your shelf in Walmart, in your Fiesta, in your some of your whole food market places, wherever you shop, man. That shit ain't good for you, man. And lay off that fucking beer, man. If you want to drink some yan yan.
In addition, any grains consumed in biblical times could truly have been called whole grains, unlike the processed granola versions of modern times. Equipment didn't even exist to grind grain into microfine particles that we call flour today. Grains were often ground by hand using stones or similar objects.
Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they used to do it in ancient world. Go ahead.
Think of the difference in particle size between a hand-ground sprouted pieces of wheat and dried hybridized.
Yeah, hybridized. Not to cut you off, it means to produce or cause to produce hybrid crossbreeds. Okay, like Esau, how he mixed today with tiger and lion. That's crossbreeding, man.
They call it the liger.
The liger. How animals is unfamiliar animals is washing up ashore, man. Mixing dolphin with shark. Okay. This devil Esau, you have a lot to pay for, man. If y'all white crackers listen to this, man, y'all have a lot to pay for, man. Go ahead.
Alright, think of the difference between the particle size between a hand-ground sprouted piece of wheat and dried hybridized dust-like flour we use today.
Yeah, this bullshit ass flour we use today, man.